Apple just did something nobody expected. They launched the cheapest MacBook ever, the MacBook Neo, for just $599, and at first glance, it looks like an absolute steal. But here's the problem. There's a massive $500 catch Apple isn't really talking about. Once you see these 5 key differences, you might realize the MacBook Neo isn't the incredible deal it seems, and the M5 MacBook Air might actually be the smarter buy for your money. So, before you click that purchase button, let's break this all down. If you love tech comparisons, honest reviews, and smart buying advice that saves you money, make sure you subscribe, because I post new videos every week, helping you avoid those expensive tech mistakes. Let's start with the most important part of any laptop, the processor. The MacBook Neo is powered by the A18 Pro chip, which is actually the same chip used in the iPhone 16 Pro. Now, don't get me wrong, the A18 Pro is incredibly fast for a phone. For everyday tasks, like browsing the web, checking emails, watching Netflix, and using basic apps, it feels wonderfully smooth and responsive. But this is exactly where the problem starts. The M5 chip inside the MacBook Air is built from the ground up specifically for laptops. What does that mean in the real world? We're talking about around 80% faster multi-core performance, a much stronger GPU for graphics, and significantly better thermal management to keep it running fast under pressure. This translates into a night and day difference for more demanding tasks. Things like 4K video editing, serious coding, heavy multitasking with dozens of tabs and apps open, or professional photo editing are dramatically smoother on the M5 Air. Meanwhile, the Neo starts hitting its performance limits much faster. It will get the job done for simple things, but it wasn't designed for sustained, heavy workloads. So, while the Neo feels fast for light tasks, the Air is built for real work. And that performance gap becomes huge over the lifespan of the laptop, especially as software gets more demanding. Now, let us talk about what might be the single biggest limitation of the MacBook Neo: the RAM. The Neo comes with 8 GB of memory. And here's the shocking part you need to know. You cannot upgrade it. That's it. There's number 16 GB option. There's number 24 GB option. You are locked into 8 GB, period. Now, back in 2018, that might have been fine. But today, heading into 2026, we're dealing with a whole different landscape. We have AI tools running in the background. We have browsers with countless heavy Chrome tabs. We have large, memory-hungry applications, and we're all multitasking more than ever before. Suddenly, 8 GB starts to feel very, very tight. Just open 10 or 15 Chrome tabs, Spotify, and a simple video editor, and you'll notice the system starts to struggle. The dreaded rainbow wheel will make an appearance, and things just won't feel as snappy. Meanwhile, the M5 MacBook Air starts at 16 GB of RAM and can be configured all the way up to 32 GB. That means you get far smoother multitasking, a much longer lifespan for the device before it feels slow, and better performance for years to come. So the Neo might save you money today, but the Air's extra memory could save you from needing to replace your entire laptop in just 2 or 3 years. It's a classic case of paying a little more now to save a lot more later. Next up is something Apple quietly removed to hit that incredible $599 price point: the backlit keyboard. Yes, you heard that right. The MacBook Neo keyboard does not light up at all. This means if you're a student working late at night in your dorm, a professional typing in a dimly lit conference room, or just someone trying to get work done on an overnight flight, you are literally typing in the dark. And if you've ever been forced to use a laptop without a backlit keyboard, you know just how frustrating and productivity killing that can be. You'll be squinting, hunting for keys, and slowing yourself down. But that's not the only hardware cut. The Neo also uses a more traditional clicky mechanical trackpad instead of Apple's famous and much loved Force Touch trackpad. The M5 Air, on the other hand, still includes both of these premium features. You get the incredible precision and versatility of the Force Touch trackpad, a beautiful and bright backlit keyboard, and that overall premium typing feel that MacBooks are known for. These things might sound small on a spec sheet, but when you're interacting with your laptop every single day, 4 hours at a time, they matter a lot. They're part of the core user experience, and cutting them is a compromise you'll feel constantly. Alright, let's talk connectivity, because this is where the MacBook Neo starts to feel less like a full-featured laptop and more like a tablet with a permanently attached keyboard. The Neo gives you 2 USB-C ports. On the surface, that sounds fine, right? 2 is better than 1. But here's the massive catch that most people will miss. One of those ports runs at ancient USB 2.0 speeds. In 2026, that is almost unbelievable. This means painfully slow data transfers and potentially weaker support for modern accessories. Even worse, the Neo does not support Thunderbolt. This is a huge limitation for anyone who considers themselves a power user. No Thunderbolt means limited external display support. You want to be driving multiple high-resolution monitors, slower performance with external storage, and much weaker docking station support. Now, let's look at the M5 MacBook Air. It's in a completely different league. You get MagSafe charging, plus the full-speed Thunderbolt 4 ports. The return of MagSafe alone is a huge deal, because it frees up both of your ports for accessories while you're charging. You're not forced to choose between power and peripherals. And having 2 Thunderbolt ports gives you massive bandwidth for pro-level accessories like multiple 4K or 6K monitors, lightning-fast external SSDs, and powerful single-cable docking solutions. With the Air, you have a true, portable workstation. With the Neo, you have a very basic portable device with significant limitations. Finally, let's talk about the collection of smaller upgrades that Apple doesn't advertise loudly, but they really add up to define that premium experience. First is the camera. The M5 Air includes the excellent 12-megapixel center stage camera. This gives you much sharper video calls, automatic framing that keeps you in the shot as you move, and way better performance in low-light situations. The Neo, by contrast, sticks with a standard, basic 1080p camera. It's fine, but it's not great. Next, the display. The M5 Air features a screen with P3 wide color and True Tone technology. This means the colors you see are richer, more vibrant, and more accurate. And the display automatically adjusts its white balance to your environment, so it's easier on your eyes. The Neo uses a more basic sRGB panel, which is fine, but it looks noticeably less vivid side by side. Then there's Wi-Fi. The Air supports the latest Wi-Fi 7 standard for faster speeds and more reliable connections, while the Neo is limited to Wi-Fi 6E. Again, none of these individual features sound like a massive deal on their own. But when you start stacking them all together, the better camera, the better display, the faster Wi-Fi, the superior trackpad, the backlit keyboard, you start to realize what that extra $500 is actually buying you. It's buying you a more complete, polished, and capable machine. So, after all that, who should actually buy the MacBook Neo? Honestly, it's a perfect fit for a specific group of people. It's for students who need something for writing papers and research. It's for light users who mainly browse the web and watch videos. It's for people coming from an old Chromebook who want to step into the Apple ecosystem without breaking the bank. For those users, you get solid battery life, that seamless Apple integration, and great portability in a very affordable package. But if you are someone who wants a laptop that can handle serious work, heavy multitasking, or any kind of creative projects like video or photo editing, the M5 MacBook Air is on another level entirely. It's faster, it's more powerful, it's more future-proof, and frankly, with all its refinements, it might just be the best thin and light laptop Apple has ever made. But now I want to hear from you. After hearing all the differences, which would you choose? Would you buy the $599 MacBook Neo and save the cash? Or would you spend the extra $500 for the far more capable M5 MacBook Air? Drop your answer and your reasoning down in the comments below. And if you want to see something really crazy, Stay tuned for my next video, the MacBook Neo versus the M5 MacBook Air in a 24-hour battery test. Trust me, the results surprised even me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.